There's a big construction project getting underway on the south loop of interstates in downtown Nashville.
It's called the Fast Fix 8, and if you've driven in the area, you've already seen some changes.
And News Channel 5's Chris Cannon is live on Joe Johnston Avenue. And Chris, this is just one spot where work has begun, right?
Roy, we're just getting ready for the Fast Fix. You can see that's happening down here on the surface streets. But really, what you'll notice on the interstate up there, well, that's something where a lot of work is going on right now. Thousands of people drive by the 40-65 split every day. But TDOT is turning the two areas where the interstates divide into the north and south yards for its Fast 8 Fix project.
We're either storing materials or actually building the bridge deck panels right there in the median.
Crews will start working in the yards even before the 13 weekend closures start on the south loop.
You're going to see a lot of activity, and this could happen 7 days a week in that median.
This part of Nashville is going to be busy over the next year as the Fast Fix really gets moving.
We are fixing 8 bridges using an expedited process called accelerated bridge construction.
Charlotte Avenue, Joe Johnston Avenue, Clinton Street, and Herman Street are all part of the Fast Fix project. Even though this project deals with 4 different Nashville streets the interstate passes over, it's still called the Fast Fix 8 because TDOT considers each side of the interstate a separate bridge. Work has already started on the surface roads underneath the interstate, and that could cause some local lane closures. This is all leading up to the first bridge replacement in June, and crews will work fast.
Crews working around the clock, pretty much a 58-hour period, non-stop day and night to get those bridges into place and have it open by rush hour Monday morning.
But first, those crews will prep the perfect 2 spots to start the fix.
Because they're very wide, they're close to the construction site, so when those parts are ready to be put into place, they can simply move them down the interstate and put them into place.
And 8 old bridges will get a fast fix around the south loop. So the big question now, when will that first weekend closure be? Right now, the target date is the last weekend of June, but TDOT says that is just a tentative plan, and of course that can change with the progress of the entire project. TDOT says they will give us plenty of notice of when they will close these weekends, and then they will also give us detours to get around those closures. We are live downtown. Chris Cannon, News Channel 5 HD.